So, hello and welcome to another Flower of Light Mystery School chat.
Hello.
We're calling it a chat from
Yeah,
now on.
because we're doing shorter form. We're just testing it out. So
Yeah.
Enjoy the brief chat.
our
It's a
podcast,
chat.
but it's a chat. You know.
It's a podcast chat. So, yeah, again, as you can hear, I'm joined by Christine and Charlotte.
Hey.
Hello.
What I want to talk about today, actually, is it's a book by two guys called Christopher Knight and Robert Lomas. And they wrote a book called Uriel's Machine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it goes into a lot of things, but in part it talks about Newgrange in Ireland, you know. And it's, I'm not going to go into the whole details of the book. It's probably not very well known. You know, I don't know how many people would have read it, but it goes in. It talks about the structures, you know, the ancient structures and what they were actually functioning as, which was multi-layered. I know in our last podcast we were talking about the sound and the vibration aspect,
Yeah.
and the geometry aspect of the structures. So in this Uriel's machine, they're more talking about the structures in alignment to the sun in its movement around what we call the zodiac, or the circle of animals, you know.
Yeah. And also the Book of Enoch too.
Yeah, the zodiac. So they talk about the Book of Enoch, and the information in the Book of Enoch. And if anybody knows the story of Enoch, it says in the Bible, you know, when it talks about the descendants of Adam, it says it gives the list of all the descendants, and it gives the years, the amount of years they lived. So, for example, somebody lived so many years and then they were no more, is what it says. You know, another, like Methuselah lived X amount of years and then he was no more, you know. But when it comes to Enoch, they say Enoch lived 365 years and then he was taken up. So he
I'm
as
doing
opposed to
visual
being
face.
no more, he was taken up, you know. So it makes it, you know, there's something different,
Yeah.
let's say, about Enoch. So
He wasn't laying his head on a stone.
he was taken up, is what you know.
Into God's very little palace.
So it says he was taken up by God to be shown the secrets of the universe. You know, I'm not saying it says that word for word in the Bible, but in for example, the Book of Enoch. So, you know, in that book it talks about the fallen angels and the watchers and you know, all this kind of thing. But anyway, Robert Knight and Christopher Lomas in their book Uriel's Machine talk about Newgrange as being Uriel's machine, the place where Uriel is. I should have mentioned Uriel is an angel for anybody who doesn't know.
a good point.
Uriel was the head
Angel.
watcher
Yeah, exactly.
or angel. Mm-hmm. Well, the word angel anyway. But so we're talking about again. This is like
So many.
a story written which needs to be. You need to look beyond the words of the story.
Yes.
So this is the fallen angel aspect of it. A lot of people will kind of hook onto that and say, "Oh, that's like what they call like devils, demons, this type of thing, the fallen angels." A lot of people do have that
Yes, but
kind of impression of that
yeah, of course, yeah.
story of the fallen angels. But like what I'm talking about is we're talking on an astrotheological
Yes.
term here.
Exactly, yeah.
So fallen angels can also represent, and I'm just giving you another level of what it can represent. It's not just one thing. It can represent stars that fall and set below the horizon.
Oh, as in from in the sky.
When we're
like-
looking at an astrotheological aspect.
and Newgrange is very much linked to the stars.
Oh, absolutely.
So
yeah.
I know where you're
Observational
going with this, I
temple.
think. Yeah.
So this is basically what Christopher Knight and Robert Lomas concluded, that the place that Enoch was taken to when he was taken up, as opposed to being no more,
Yes.
was to Newgrange.
Beamed up? No.
Well,
And in this book they did extensive research and mathematicals and everything to come to this conclusion.
Yes, I've
it's
had
not
that's why I'm saying I'm
through
not
your
going to go
copy of
into
the book.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna-
her book is like it's very filled with all these.
yeah. It's not an easy.
equations
It's
and-
not an easy read.
But
Yeah.
it is, once you get into it, it's good. Especially
Well,
when you get to the parts that pertained here to Ireland and you know that they basically have like evidential
They're doing
information
of-
to tell you that
Yeah.
the places they're talking about are in Ireland and England.
Well,
mention England,
they talk about structures all over,
Yeah.
but when they come to, I know what you mean.
So it's completely contrary to what level of consciousness of people thinking what is what. It's like a whole new aspect, like we were saying, looking at it in a different way.
Exactly, yeah. But it does say, you know, that Enoch was taken to walk with God, like. Mm-hmm. So you can look at that metaphorically, literally. You can take it literally, you know, as you can take literally the story of the fallen angels being, because I know there is a lot of, what would you say, information that talks about the fallen angels as being, what would you say, I don't know, maybe evil,
Yeah.
you know.
Like,
but it depends on what way
they gave
you're
up
understanding.
working for God
It's
to
got-
come and mate
yeah,
with,
something
remember,
like that, yeah.
with those giants.
Something like that.
They birthed some giants.
But would would the fallen angels not connect to the fallen consciousness?
Yes, it's
necessarily,
the fallen
you know?
consciousness. Totally.
Could we not be the fallen? You know,
Well, could we not be the watchers?
you know, the modern, as we spoke in the last podcast, like the discordant modern
Yes.
civilization living in what we would say is a fallen consciousness. You could say that they're the fallen, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
There's lots of ways to interpret, but anyway, my point
okay.
is, when Enoch is, you know, taken, the angel Uriel takes him to show him the secrets of the universe, of the cosmos,
Yeah.
and to show him the measures. Yeah. So it talks about the angels going with their measuring strings and rods to measure.
Ah, okay.
They're tools.
To measure the cosmos, to measure the universe. Who put the universe in motion? Who set the universe in motion? Who set the cycles for the planets to orbit the suns at? Like, okay, if you want to look at the solar system, again, how do all these planets not like crash into it? How come their cycles are all based on mathematical ratios? If you look at
And perfect.
the concept of the harmony of the
Yeah,
spheres.
that's it. The harmony, the music of the spheres, the
Ah,
harmony.
music of
I
the
wanted
spheres.
to mention that in the last one we were talking
Well,
about.
the
frequency
rotation of every planet
planets
makes a
and-
sound, yeah.
Yes, I was going to talk about the frequency of the Earth.
Yeah.
Like, but interesting.
As I
Okay,
said, a
I was
vibration
on the
is
right
something
track.
you feel.
Yes.
Anybody who's been at a concert or
Yes.
in a club, a nightclub,
Yes.
and the music is blaring, like,
Sensation. You
you
can
feel it in your
the sound.
You
yeah.
can feel it.
Oh my God, yes.
Sometimes in your heart.
It's your sternum jumps out of
Or
your
as
Yeah.
you speak, you know, you can
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
the vibration that
That's
your
what-
mouth is making.
So a
through
vibration
vocal
is something
cords.
you feel, whereas a sound is something you hear, but they're really the same thing, just in different
yes.
in different cycles per second, in different frequencies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's more like the sensation.
Well,
is
what I'm
different,
trying to
right?
say is
It's the
there's
same thing,
beyond your
but
hearing.
You
can-
perceive it differently.
Your
is what
eyes
it
can only
is.
see a certain spectrum
yeah,
of the
very small
electromagnetic spectrum.
Yes.
It's only a small. And your ears can
As
only
well.
hear a certain range of sound.
That's right.
Beyond that range, you can't hear
Yeah.
the sound.
Yes, yes, yes.
But you can feel
You might
it,
feel it in your body.
Oh, okay.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Do you know how people
sensation,
go
the way
into a
you perceive it.
building and they say, "Oh my God, what's going on here? I feel it." Like people who can talk to spirits or souls or whatever, maybe they're going into a building and they can feel the frequency. They can't hear it, but they can feel it.
Well, look, in the beginning it says, in the beginning was the Word.
That's it.
God said, let there be light. I'm not saying that probably perfectly accurately, but... So what we're looking at is, in the beginning was the Word, sound. God said, let there be light. So we're looking at sound and light. Again, not the light that you necessarily see with your eyes, because your eyes can only see within a certain spectrum.
Ah.
There's what you call light.
It's outside of the spectrum.
Outside the
UV,
spectrum of
gamma
what you can-
rays. There's loads
Yeah.
of stuff around we
Yeah,
can't see.
that you
In
can't
your
see. It doesn't mean
frequency,
it's not
yes.
there. There's loads of stuff you can't hear. It doesn't mean it's not there. It also doesn't mean that it's not acting on you.
That's it, exactly.
Yeah,
Just because you can't see it.
Or activating you, right? When you go
Whichever
to a
way,
sacred
yeah.
site. Yeah.
Good point.
So the point is, Enoch, who has been related to Hermes,
Yes.
who has been related to Metatron, who has been related to, or when I say related to, has been considered the one personage,
Okay. Yeah.
if you like, the one consciousness,
Yeah.
Yeah.
possibly embodying in different bodies throughout time.
Yeah.
So you have Hermes Trismegistus, you have Metatron, you have Enoch, and you have Thoth in Egypt. You know, yeah, you could make comparisons in ancient Ireland with the Tuatha Dé Dan.
The shiny ones.
Well, it's all the same information.
Well,
right?
it is all the same, yeah.
And the same, yeah, like we were saying
So,
before.
and speaking of Newgrange, of course, you know, it connected with the Tuatha Dé Dan. But that's it for a different podcast anyway. I'm talking about Uriel's machine.
Yeah.
The book and the concept of the fact that this character called Enoch, according to, you know, Christopher Knight and Robert Lummis, was brought to Newgrange to be literally shown the secrets of
Existence, the universe. Yeah.
the universe. Now, for me, okay, and again, these are things that I've pieced together myself, if you know what I mean. So this is my, like...
Interpretation.
Yeah, you're not going to find this...
In any books.
No, because it was... But anyway.
Your hot take, if you will.
Well,
Is there?
it's my...
Yes,
Anyway.
You're
So,
knowing.
outside Newgrange, you have, you know, Newgrange itself and what it actually is all about, because a lot of people talk about its alignment to the solstice sunrise. Yeah.
Yes.
But not many people would talk about its alignment to the sunset.
Yes.
So it's actually aligned to the sunrise and the sunset, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And in their book, they discuss Venus as well.
Yeah. Well, there's symbols. Yeah. So, and that you know, it's also, yeah, anyway, that's getting into, but, so the stone at the front of Newgrange, you know, it's the triple spiral.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, very beautiful.
This huge
Carved
curved
stone.
stone is beautiful. Yeah.
and of course the triple spiral has been interpreted in many different ways. This is what point I'm making, that symbols are in and of themselves a language that we do not understand anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
We've lost. It's not that we've lost. We haven't lost anything. We've forgotten the ability to
That's it.
read the language of symbols, to know what they mean. And again, to talk about you know, John Anthony West,
Yep.
who, as I mentioned before, was a friend of mine. He always said ancient Egypt was a legacy of an older civilization.
Yeah.
And he always used to say, I'm not going to mention Atlantis, because when I say Atlantis, he'd call them quackademics.
That's right.
Go crazy. But in saying he's not going to mention it, he was mentioning it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Paradox.
And if anybody knows John Anthony West, you know, he's quite a big figure in the concept of proving that the Sphinx was worn by water erosion and not sand and wind.
Yes. And also he wrote magnificent books.
And his whole thing about symbolist Egypt.
yes,
So
that's it.
John was somebody that, you know, was on that track of realizing that there was a language of symbols, which people don't. Throngs of people go to Egypt. Throngs of people come to Ireland. Throngs of people go to these ancient sites.
Yeah.
And they awe at the structures, because, as I told you, the structures are built according to these sacred blueprints.
Yeah.
So, whether you know it's acting on you or not, and how a person would know that it is actually acting on them, you know, that feeling if you walk into one of these ancient structures, like I'll just say the pyramids for something, a lot of people will say it's awe-inspiring, I was awe-struck. So it's that awe feeling.
The awe sound, even.
That's all this
frequency.
information that I'm
Ah,
telling you about
and-
is working on you in that.
And we were talking about that.
Oh my God, it's amazing! Like, you know, wow,
yeah.
look at this! Wow, look at that! You know,
You know, but-
you're just feeling the.
Yeah, but in the last podcast, or one of the last podcasts, we were talking about the sound of the om and the awe.
Yes,
and the-
exactly.
So that's like
The
literally-
awe-inspiring.
Yeah, so that frequency is that
Immediately he responds and wakes up.
human expression, like that frequency is that. Yeah, very interesting. I love that.
And we were also talking about the musical scale, remember?
Yeah,
And, you know, being 7/8, let's say, for example.
that's right.
Yeah.
So, what I was saying about the stone at Newgrange, it's, you know, the triple spiral. Now, there's lots of symbols, but the triple spiral. And this is what I'm trying to say: how one symbol can encode
A multitude.
a huge amount of information.
A hologram.
That's it.
Wink.
So
A bit is the whole.
let me say also, I said Enoch can be also known as Metatron. So we're looking at Metatron's cube. So Metatron is to do with the geometry.
Yes.
Yeah. Meter, measure,
Yes.
Metatron.
Yeah. So there
Okay.
you go.
Ah, okay. Measuring it.
Yeah. Geometry is geo is earth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Metry is measure.
Yep.
Geometry means earth measure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, when we say earth, in the ancient concept, earth was all matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean the planet Earth.
Yeah.
It was
of the earth.
anything in the physical.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Enoch was been taken to Newgrange for Uriel to reveal to him the measure of the entire cosmos.
Yeah.
How are the stars set in motion? How are they kept at equal distances from each other so they don't, not equal
Collide.
distances, but in terms of the rotation of planets in the solar system, how do they all,
How the spiral
they're all
moves without
mathematically
crashing.
orientated to each other.
But as we know, if you do astrology, they have things called Cazimis and all this, and you can look at the planets as they move, and they form perfect geometries.
Yeah, exactly. That's why the Venus
Yeah, that one. It
symbol
looks
was
like a
at
flower.
Newgrange as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yes.
Because the Venus in its movement
Mm-hmm.
creates a geometric, as you just mentioned, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They all do.
It looks like a lotus flower.
But you can extract the symbol that's on Newgrange, you know.
Yeah.
So what I'm talking about, the triple spiral, again, what's behind that triple spiral. So in other words, in order to create a triple spiral, it has to be, you have to have a blueprint behind to extract the triple spiral from.
Yes.
It'd be very, I don't know, unless you're very good, it'd be very hard to draw a perfect triple spiral
Yeah.
freehand.
Yes.
Because each spiral is a double spiral.
Yes.
It's a counter-rotating
Field of light. Yeah. It goes
spiral.
whoop.
Each one of the three spirals is a counter-rotating.
It's like vortex plasma or something.
So you can say that each spiral represents two.
Yeah. Yeah.
In
Exactly.
one spiral, you've got an arm going clockwise. And in the same spiral, you've got another arm going anti-clockwise.
Yeah.
And that repeats in all of the three spirals of the triple spiral.
Yeah.
So there's 6.
Yeah. Exactly. 6.
Yeah. Okay. So when we look at the geometry, for example, of the seed of life,
Yeah.
the seed of life is 6 circles surrounding one circle. Yeah. Which creates what's known as the seed of life. It's also called the Genesis pattern.
Yes. Yeah.
Why is it called the Genesis pattern? You didn't ask me that question.
Why is it called the Genesis pattern?
Rhetorically.
I'm asking it myself.
She's asking a rhetorical question.
Okay,
It's called the
please.
Genesis pattern because it contains all the information in the book of Genesis.
There you go.
Creation.
That's it.
Right? Genesis.
Um,
Gene.
And I'm not laughing
Genes,
because
like
it's a
genes.
joke. I'm laughing because it's true.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
So, yeah. So the triple spiral is extracted, can only be properly extracted
Yeah.
from the blueprint of the seed of life. If you can follow what I'm saying.
Yep.
Enoch is also known as Metatron. Metatron is to do with measure, meter, Metatron's cube.
Yeah.
So we're connecting Enoch being a... This is not what Robert Knight and Christopher Loma said, by the
No,
way.
this is your.
This is me.
Hey.
But they do talk about Enoch being brought there and being shown the measure of
Oh yeah,
the universe.
it's all about that. Yeah.
Now, why is it all about measure? Because what I said earlier about the sound in our last couple of podcasts
Yeah.
and the structure, the structures are built according to the musical scale, which is the same as geometry. Mathematically, they're all the same. in terms of numbers. Okay, so the musical, the octave is 7, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The seed of life is 7.
Yeah.
So can you see how they're both the same numerically?
Yeah, no, I can. Yeah.
So
I'm
the
just
scale, do, re, mi, la, fa,
That's
so,
it.
la, 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 you know what
Do,
I mean?
re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
That has 7.
Do is 1.
Before it repeats again on the 8th, which is the highest octave.
Yeah.
Or higher octave, sorry.
Yeah.
And it repeats again,
Yeah.
in a higher octave.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know you understand.
No, I know. Yeah.
I'm just, I'm trying to relate the geometry
Yeah.
to the sound.
To this.
Do you not do the musical scale?
I'm just a bit confused because we were talking about the obviously the frequency, that all these ancient structures are built to like a frequency and like a sound or like a pattern, like the holy perfect
sacred geometry,
sacred geometry sound. So it's like, and when you say the scale, like it's all encoded in that, I guess is what you're saying. Do you know what I mean? Because I think that
the very beginning of your geometry
yeah
is you have to draw a circle.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you draw 6 circles around that, which creates 7.
Yeah.
That's the 7
Coming from 1
of your musical scale. That's your do, re, mi, fa, sol.
Yeah,
la,
it
ti,
starts
do.
the next octave.
So can you see
and your
how
7 chakras and
can you see how the 7 frequencies of that musical scale, or the 7 notes, if you want to say, of that musical scale,
exactly.
yeah.
is outlaid visibly in the form of the seed of life, which is the geometry. The 7 circles represent the 7 notes.
Yeah, I do understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on harmonic.
So what I'm saying is, on the stone in front of
Oh, okay.
Newgrange, where Enoch/Metatron
And we have our
was brought.
triple spirals representing 2 or
6
double B6 vortexes. Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, in order to draw a triple spiral, you've got to draw the seed of life first and then overlay the triple spiral on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's also on inside the walls of the chamber with the 3 niches. They have
many
the triple
different
spiral
spirals, yeah.
carved on the wall. That's the famous one as you go in on the left.
Yeah. So, you can also relate the triple spiral to, if you look at the year being divided in 4.
Yeah.
So you could look at a triple spiral as being to do with 9 months and conception and birth.
That's it.
Because the
which
whole
is
Newgrange
mythology is to do with the mythology attached to Newgrange is to do with the sun.
on the winter solstice, the 21st day of December.
So that's the old sun.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. So on the 21st, solstice means sun stands still.
Yes, for 3 days.
Solstice, so the sun doesn't move. So the sun on the horizon, from our perspective, on the 21st of December, which is the solstice. So then you have the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th. And for those 3 days after the solstice, the sun stands still. It doesn't move.
That's right, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
It only begins its first degree of movement again, along from our perspective, on the 25th.
Oh, surprise, the 25th of December.
Yeah.
Who was
So-
born on that day?
So the sun been shining in to the mound at Newgrange, and you could say that the mound of Newgrange is like a womb.
That's exactly what it's like, yeah.
You know,
So it's...
so the light penetrates the mound through the opening.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. So
and the new sun is born.
Yeah, so conception by light.
Thank you. I know I was holding my tongue out.
Me too.
So,
Antoinette. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying is that's the information that's embedded in just those symbols.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the mythology attached to Newgrange.
It's the
That's
mythology.
very well known, and people will flock there on the winter and the summer solstice
And
to
so
see
do the
that.
swans.
Yeah, and the swans as well, that's right.
But again, the swans do go there, but also Cygnus is directly connected with Cygnus.
The
Newgrange.
constellation above.
Newgrange is directly
Newgrange, yeah.
connected with Cygnus, is what I meant to say.
Yeah, because of
And Cygnus is symbolized as a swan,
Yeah.
you know,
well,
or a bird.
yeah, and all these signs are are linked
But
to
a
the
swan.
stars, and especially Newgrange, it's all interpretations of the stars and stuff. Like you were talking about at the start of this.
Yeah,
Well, there's
it's
lots of
astro-
stories in ancient Irish mythology about people being turned into swans and people turning
Yeah.
themselves
Oh,
into
I
Children
know.
of
children.
Yeah,
Lear.
Children of Lear.
But when you
Lady
look at
Swan.
ancient, did I say ancient Egypt? I meant to say ancient Ireland. But when you look at ancient Egypt, the symbol of the Ba, which
Right.
is the spiritual aspect of the person,
Yeah.
the immortal aspect, the
Yeah.
Ba and the Ka, you know.
Oh, okay.
But the Ka was anyway. I'm not getting into that now. But the Ba was always symbolized as a bird
Bird, yeah.
with a human head.
That's it.
Yes.
It's very
You know?
distinctive.
And there's like in a lot of mythologies as well in our like Irish culture, like the many different, not just a swan, but all like different birds are representing.
Oh,
of,
there's
like,
a language of the birds.
Of language of the bird. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that's
very,
another
I'm
one.
very interested in that.
That's
Well,
tough.
look at the walls in Egypt.
consciousness is
See how
like-
many bird hieroglyphs there are?
I know,
Yeah.
but it's all like
That are
these
used,
bird,
yeah.
I'm trying to say in Irish mythology as well. It's like they transform and people can put their consciousness into birds, and there's like
Oh yeah, like the
Um,
Druids did all the
who
time.
am I trying to think of? Macha? No, that's not her name, but you know,
Clocked
the Morrigan. Sorry,
the Morrigan,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
you know, all these like things.
She
Yeah,
turned
I'm
into
going
a
off
crow.
on one there, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. There's well, that's it. All this kind of much more profound knowledge is embedded in all
Yes.
this ancient information. But Cygnus is also known as the Northern Cross,
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yes,
You know.
yeah.
and the inner structure of Newgrange reflects the shape of the Newgrange constellation. You know, it's in a cruciform shape.
Cruciform shape, and that's
what I was trying
the
to think of.
yeah. From I remember my art
The
classes in
Cygnus
school.
constellation, yeah.
The layout of Newgrange, the side is a cruciform shape.
Yes.
Like it makes.
But
a
at one
cross.
point, at the time of, the more ancient time when it was being constructed, Sirius also rose in through the window box
yeah,
of Newgrange.
you were saying at the start of this episode that it's aligned to stars going up and like,
Rising and
rising
falling,
above
yeah.
the horizon
Through
and
the
everything.
window box, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Which the
not just
sun is
Sirius,
one.
but Venus.
Yeah,
as you
Venus.
mentioned.
In the book, they mention a lot about Venus.
Cygnus.
Yeah.
You know.
Cygnus.
So these were like master astronomers.
Yes.
They were
Yeah.
building structures that.
Well, no doubt, the Druids were master astronomers.
So if you mention, I mean, if you remember, what we started to talk about, which is that Enoch was brought there to be shown the measure of the cosmos of the universe. So again, this is not written in Uriel's machine. This is just from reading it and from
Your own
what else I
research.
know.
Interpreting it.
Yeah, interpretation. Yeah.
What they were doing was that, okay, so Enoch was given the measure of the universe. How all the stars are set in motion, how they are, the distances from each other, how they are all in cycles that coincide with each other, synchronize with each other, are in symbiosis with each other. All perfect cycles, and this is what Enoch / Metatron / Thoth /
Yes.
we have our own Irish version of Thoth, Enoch, Metatron. Was shown. So remember we said about somebody going out of body, coming back and remembering.
Yes.
Okay, so we could say that this is another story.
Yes.
Enoch was taken up to go with God, to walk with God. He came back, but Enoch, as I say, is known by different names all throughout Thoth, Metatron. Is that just different names for the one person? Is it the one consciousness
Yeah.
coming back throughout periods of time?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
you were
it.
saying that before.
Regardless, what is the commonality between Enoch, Thoth, Metatron is the geometry. Again, the geometry,
Yeah.
the sound,
Yes.
the numbers, you know
the
what I mean?
octaves. Yep. It's all to do with consciousness.
What
then.
I'm saying is, Enoch was shown the measure of the universe. Okay? Now, who created the universe? The creator. So what you're looking at is the blueprint, the thoughts of the creator. If you
Exactly.
want to call that God.
That's it.
Or source.
Cool.
Or Enoch came back with that knowledge.
Yep.
Okay? And scaled it down
Yes.
and built, constructed. I'm not saying Enoch constructed it. I'm saying
His knowledge
those who constructed the ancient sites. The knowledge was based on the information gained, as we're told by Enoch. And I'm not saying he was the only one.
Yeah.
Which he brought back. Yeah.
Yep.
And scaled it down into a structure called Newgrange. I'm not saying it was the only one. I just mentioned they're all over the earth, all these structures. Not just mounds, pyramids, temples. I'm talking about all of these structures.
It all has to do with the frequency they're emitting.
All of these structures embody the measure of the cosmos.
Because they're on the net and they're like
But they're
aligned to that
scaled
spot.
down to size.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the symbols embody all this knowledge.
Yes.
But again, they're scaled down to size.
Yeah.
You know? So, back and behind of all these structures all over the earth, all these symbols all over the earth that are appearing different to the eye. For example, Mayan symbols, ancient Irish symbols, Egyptian hieroglyphs.
Tibetan.
The structures themselves, a pyramid and a mound are kind of different. A mound is curvy, a pyramid is straight lines and angles, which is also representing male and female energy.
Yes.
But what you have to do is not look at what appears to be different to the eyes. You've got to look with the third eye, the higher perspective, to see what is in common, not what's different.
Yeah.
It's in common.
What connects all these things.
Yeah.
Now, that's going to bring you into that higher resonance, into this.
Yeah.
That's these structures. I mean, Uriel's machine, okay, is the angel Uriel, okay. Angel Uriel was the head of the Watchers, or we say the fallen angels. I just compared the fallen angels to modern people in a fallen state of consciousness.
That's it.
So
you haven't remembered, right?
This knowledge brings you back into that higher state of consciousness.
Yeah. And that's through, taking care of yourself and doing the inner work.
But again, it's knowledge that's
like Osiris, remembering.
Yeah, like it's knowledge that's brought back by, like Jacob, for example.
Yes.
In our podcast about Jacob's ladder. So I think we'll tie it up for now, or tie it up, end it up, finish it up, is what I meant to say. For now.
You're just weaving it, Antoinette. That's why.
That's
weaving
got all the
this thread.
tying.
So yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed listening, and
Very interesting podcast. I like that one.
yeah. So talk to you all soon, and thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening, and
lots of love.
enjoy Uriel's machine, because it is good. There are pearls of wisdom.